Imagine waking up one ordinary morning. You open your window to see the calm blue sea stretching across the horizon. But today, something feels off. The ocean is no longer blue. The waves shimmer with a dark brown color, bubbling softly, and a sweet, tangy smell fills the air. You lean closer, confused? It's not water anymore. It's Coca-Cola. At first, the world would be stunned. People rushed to the beaches with bottles and buckets, laughing, recording videos, filling containers with what they call the most valuable ocean on Earth. But within hours, the laughter would fade, and the real nightmare would begin. Coca-Cola isn't water. It's a mixture of sugar, caffeine, acid, and carbonation, a deadly environment for all forms of life. Fish would suffocate almost instantly, coral reefs would dissolve, and more than 230,000 marine species would vanish. The oceans, the cradle of life, would become vast, carbonated graveyards. Yet humanity is known for turning disasters into opportunities. So the question would soon arise, can we sell it? Can we bottle the oceans and make a profit? For a moment, it might seem like the world's biggest business miracle. Trillions of liters of Coca-Cola ready to be sold. But then reality hits. When something becomes unlimited, it loses all value. A bottle of Coke once cost $1, but now the entire sea is made of it. It's no longer a luxury, it's a curse. Companies collapse, brands disappear, and the global economy falls into chaos. The Coke ocean becomes worthless and deadly. But then, scientists would ask a new question. Can we extract pure water from Coca-Cola? Could this sugary ocean somehow save humanity? Technically, yes. Coca-Cola is over 85% water. But purifying it would require enormous energy, more than any nation could produce. Distillation, filtration, chemical separation, all of it just to get a few drops of clean water, while leaving behind mountains of sticky residue, sugar, acids, and dark caramel crystals covering the shores. As the sun heats the surface, the Coca-Cola begins to evaporate, but not like water. What rises into the sky isn't clean vapor, but a toxic mix of gases and acids. The clouds grow thick and strange, and soon it starts to rain. Not water, but sticky, sweet drizzle. Cities become coated in syrup. Air turns heavy, the ground slippery, and the smell of burnt sugar fills every breath. Soon, Earth's water cycle collapses completely. No evaporation, no clouds, no rain. Rivers dry up, lakes vanish, and the land begins to die. Forests wilt, animals perish. And humans, once surrounded by endless water, now face extinction on a planet drowned in sugar. And as the world burns slowly under a thicker, hotter atmosphere, another problem rises: carbon dioxide. Coca-Cola is packed with it. Billions of tons of CO2 would bubble up from every wave, turning Earth into a massive greenhouse. Temperatures skyrocket, ice caps melt. The air becomes suffocatingly thick. We would enter an age of heat and darkness, a sweet, suffocating apocalypse. Ships can't move through this dense liquid. Engines clog with sugar and acid. Submarines corrode. Even airplanes are affected by the rising chemical vapors. The oceans become sticky traps, and the skies, a chemical fog. Now imagine standing on the beach, the once blue horizon replaced by an endless sea of brown foam. No sound of waves, no cries of seagulls, only the quiet hiss of carbonation. This is not a planet of life anymore. It's a planet of fizz and silence. But humanity wouldn't give up that easily. Scientists would build massive purification plants, machines designed to extract water from Coke drop by drop. Cities would fight to survive, nations would trade in clean water instead of oil. Yet, no matter how hard we tried, the planet would never be the same. The cycle of nature is delicate, and once it's broken, there's no way back. The irony is haunting. For centuries, we treated water like it was infinite. And now, surrounded by oceans of Coca-Cola, we would finally understand its true worth. The history books would tell it simply: humanity didn't die from war or hunger, but from the loss of water. Still, let's imagine we could go back in time, before the oceans turned brown, before the last drop of blue disappeared. Would we appreciate water more? Would we protect it? Or would we still waste it until it was gone? Water created us. It shaped our planet, our cells, our lives. It's the one element that connects everything that breathes. We can live without electricity, without internet, even without Coca-Cola, but not without water. So next time you open a can of Coke, listen to that fizzy sound. Pshh. Now imagine that sound echoing across the entire planet. 1 billion oceans fizzing at once. It might sound fun, but it would be the sound of the world ending. Cherish water. Protect it. Because life doesn't flow from bubbles or sugar. It flows from the ocean, the real one.